Right now at 10, La Crosse's Common Council has completely banned camping on city property. And Common Council reconsiders a new zoning classification for the Reach Center. Plus, a local food program is keeping children nourished during the summer months.
Watching WKBT La Crosse. This is News 8 Now at 10.
Good evening and thank you for joining us for News 8 Now at 10. I'm Emily Brown. Ken is off tonight. La Crosse's City Council voted tonight to ban camping on all city-owned property. News 8 Now's Allison Fergit was at tonight's meeting. And Allison, what happened to lead up to this decision?
Emily, last month the City Council voted to ban camping in one location for more than 12 hours. At that same meeting, members voted that the whole City Council should decide on camping bans instead of the Board of Public Works like it was before. These two measures create some confusion with city policy, leading staff to recommend the city's Code of Ordinance section about camping on city-owned property be completely remade. With the opportunity for change, council members Doug Happel and Mark Newman wrote an amendment that banned camping on all city-owned property. The amendment and recreated section both passed on a 7-5 vote.
We have tried numerous ways to not get here, and we have tried a lot of things, and they haven't worked. So this is the option I see best for right now for the city, for its residents, businesses, and taxpayers.
A recent report from the city identified 230 people in La Crosse that are without permanent housing. Only 70 of those individuals are in local shelters because the shelters are at max capacity. Some council members are asking where unsheltered people will go with the bans now in place.
We're still going to have 200 people unsheltered the day after this is enacted. They're going to be someplace. They're going to be someplace the day after that, the day after that. We are still dealing with this. I do not think that this is the solution.
After voting to ban camping, the council considered a resolution to open up Huska Park as a camping area for the unsheltered. That failed in a 2-9 vote. Earlier tonight, the council also reviewed a report on interim overnight shelter options for the unhoused, and many city council members were against all of the 12 potential places. Emily?
All right, thank you, Allison. Common Council also approved the request of Coulee Cap to allow them to refile the rezoning petition for the Reach Center due to a substantial change in circumstance. When Coulee Cap originally applied for rezoning, a supermajority of the council was required. At the beginning of the year, the state of Wisconsin required the removal of the supermajority. Reach Center houses 20 organizations that help residents secure housing and achieve financial stability. The center's partners want to update the building and offer new services, but a zoning issue has blocked it. The council referred the measure and will reconsider in 90 days to ensure they had proper zoning knowledge. Day 3 of Nia Tao's retrial is underway and more witnesses took the stand today. Tao is one of 2 accused of pulling the trigger in a shooting that left 3 dead in a West Salem quarry in 2021. A 2023 trial ended with a hung jury. Yesterday, the only living witness to the crime testified, saying Tao was responsible for the murders. And today, someone who was incarcerated with Tao in the La Crosse County Jail echoed the claim, referring to Tao by his nickname, Kush.
Did Kush say whether or not he was involved in the deaths?
Yes.
How was he involved, as he said it to you?
As the gunman.
Tao's co-defendant, Kamthaneth Ratanasak, was sentenced to life in prison back in January. He accepted a plea deal to testify against Tao in the last trial and is expected to testify again this time around. Well, a chilly evening we had tonight. I got to walk around for a bit and I almost went inside to grab my jacket, but I was like, no, it's not jacket weather yet, because it will be tomorrow, apparently, Greg.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be jacket weather, probably at least at evening or nighttime hours. During the day, even for some areas, we'll be struggling to get to the mid-60s with this cool air. But overall, you look at the high temperatures for today, as we kind of go around, you can see up to the north, struggling 63 in International Falls, up to 67 on Armstrong. As you go into Canada, those areas up there, even in the upper 50s, to give you an idea what the kind of air mass that's going to be coming overhead. Waking up the morning for La Crosse, a few low clouds out there, but I think think we'll see more clouds as the day progresses, and notice the wind beginning to pick up out of that northwest. It'll be breezy, only 68 by noon. For Eau Claire, we'll start to see more cloud cover, especially in the morning too, starting off, and then the temperatures will climb to 66. They'll see more clouds as we go in the afternoon also, with the west-northwest wind picking up. Overall, if you look at the big picture, you can see circulation, that low up to the north is beginning to spin. It's going to pull down more cloud cover and keep that wind going northwest wise, and that's the reason for it. So the positive news on all this, we kind of told you about the mosquitoes for the next several days, as the activity will be low, and I'll explain why given those temperatures a bit later in the broadcast.
Okay, we like that news.
Yes.
Thank you, Greg. Van Orden met with the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers and city officials to discuss the La Crosse levee study and visit high-risk flood sites in La Crosse. The levee study is designed to manage flooding on the Mississippi, La Crosse, and Black Rivers with the help of state and federal governments. The 7 levees protecting La Crosse will be modified, and all structures left in the floodplain will be moved to safety.
This is an example of how government can actually work together. The local, the state, and the federal levels, all making sure that we can have a place that is economically viable to live in.
The levee study was secured in part of the Water Resources Development Act, which helps assess flood risks in La Crosse, Arcadia, and River Falls. Officials with the U.S. Department of Agriculture visited the Dahl YMCA earlier today to celebrate their efforts in providing food to the community. The Dahl YMCA Summer Meal Program is providing families with food security. The USDA says it plays important roles in alleviating financial stresses on families. According to USDA member Cindy Long, on any given day, roughly 30 million kids eat lunch at school, which many students get for free or at a reduced price. During the summer months, the YMCA Summer Program steps in and provides free meals to anyone ages 18 and under.
Are critically important to make sure kids get the nourishment they need, so they can, continue to be healthy, be ready when school starts again, and to take a tremendous amount of stress off those families.
Currently, the YMCA is helping provide over 54 million meals nationally. The YMCA Summer Food Program is available at the Dahl YMCA until August 23rd. A feast before the fest. Irish Fest gets ready for opening day with a special dinner for their sponsors.
Your child's confidence stems from learning and seeing clearly. At Shopko Optical, our professional team will help your child start their journey of confidence by providing quality eye care in a warm and comfortable environment. Schedule their back-to-school exam at shopko.com.
Welcome to Washington, D.C. You got a bunch of loudmouth, preening politicians. It's absolute chaos. I'm Derek Van Orden, and after 26 years as a Navy SEAL, there's a few things that I learned. You stay on mission, you know what you're fighting for, and sometimes you gotta get a little dirty to finish the job. Let's go, kids. Not you. Not you. You. Let's go. I'm Derek Van Orden. I approve this message.
What would Wesco look like in your home? This is Wesco in your living room. This is Wesco in your kitchen. In your bedroom, in your laundry room, even in your bathroom. Wouldn't you like Wesco in your home? Right now, save up to 25% off with discounts in every department. Wesco and Sparta, where white glove delivery and setup is always free. Tell them Peyton sent you.
Everyone's vision needs are unique. At Shopko Optical, our caring team of professionals will work with you to ensure your vision is at its best. Shopko Optical can help you experience every detail, color, and breathtaking sight in clarity.
Well, festival season in La Crosse has officially begun. Tomorrow, Irish Fest kicks off its 19th year, celebrating in the Coulee region. But first, a special dinner tonight for those who make it all happen. News 8 Now's Jeremy Wall takes us to the Moon Tunes Irish Fest VIP dinner.
Irish Fest may have started small, But it's grown year after year. While the festivities don't officially kick off until Friday at 3 p.m., Irish Fest dignitaries celebrated their 19th anniversary with a special VIP dinner. Don Hansen says the Irish Fest VIP dinner is a first for him.
I was invited by some friends, John Morrissey. They're from Onalaska. He's a sponsor of this, and he invited me to come along.
According to Irish Fest President Pat Stevens, it's a way to take care of the sponsors.
The sponsors make all the difference. And we thought by adding this perk that our people would like it, which they do, and we'll just continue to do it.
The dinner has been around for 17 of the festival's 19 years. However, it's only been at Riverside Park for 2 years. Prior to that, it was at the festival grounds.
We used to have our own entertainment when we had it on the fest grounds. We would hire a musician to come in and play for the VIP people at that point. But now that we can come over here, it's really changed that we can bring in whole bands now at this point.
Stevens is already planning for next year's Irish Fest, which will be its 20th anniversary. While he's keeping the details close to the vest, he assures us it will be big. In La Crosse, Jeremy Wall, News 8 Now.
Lots of excitement there. Thank you, Jeremy. Irish Fest runs from tomorrow until Sunday. For a list of events, head to news8000.com. We'll have a link attached to the article with more information. 70 years of storytelling and memories. We're celebrating WKBT News 8's Platinum Year with a blast from the past.
Definitely like the end of September, early October weather for your Friday. We're looking at temperatures struggling to get to 70 in many areas. We'll break down what is in store for the weekend when we might actually see 80 once again. That all coming up in your First Warn Weather Update after the break.
Refresh your space with a mid-century makeover at Ashley. During the Labor Day sale, discover statement pieces starting at $499.99. Plus, get 0% interest for 5 years on in-store purchases. No minimum purchase required. Shop more deals in-store and online.
You'll soon vote on 2 misleading constitutional amendments. They're designed to trick voters into eliminating checks and balances in our government. It's a power grab to give the legislature the sole power to distribute emergency funding. Our legislature is ruled by bickering and gridlock. 6 months without passing a bill. Millions lost from their failures. So don't give them the sole power. Vote no to questions 1 and 2.
Arby's is full of choices. Quick, you can get your favorite stuff 3 for $5. Incredible value for a limited time. Reach in and eat whatever you grab. Arby's, we have the meats.
My part-time service in the Army National Guard makes it possible for me to be more for the community I call home. Learn more about how you too can live and serve part-time close to home by visiting nationalguard.com.
Tell me about the day that you first found out about Nolan's birth defect.
Everything was normal up until my 20-week ultrasound. I learned my baby would not survive. I did not have the choice to do what was right for me and my family. To think that there's a possibility of a national abortion ban scares me to death.
Derek Van Orden and his extreme positions around reproductive freedoms are why I'm running for Congress. I'm Rebecca Cook, and I approve this message.
Labor Day mattress deals are happening now at Ashley. For a limited time, save up to $1,000 on select mattress purchases. Plus, get 0% interest for 5 years on in-store purchases. Only at Ashley.
Clear Choice Window and Home Solutions, your choice for quality, affordable windows, installed by our experienced team. Contact us or stop into our showroom today for your free estimate.
Thank you for watching News 8 Now. Expect more.
Well, August 8th is a special day here at News 8 Now. We're celebrating 70 years of broadcasting. We recently sat down with some of the familiar voices and faces that have shaped our station's rich history. News 8 Now's Alexandra Carter shares more.
From pioneering journalists to longtime anchors, these faces have been integral to our journey. Let's take a look back now at 7 decades of News 8.
Channel 8 News, La Crosse.
For the past 7 decades, WKBT News 8 has been more than just a television station.
I'm Ken Kozarowski.
And I'm Emily Brown.
We've been your neighbors, your friends, and your trusted source for local news.
Here's what we know officially from police.
I was here on opening day.
Things may have looked differently back then.
Chances are making it 4 in a row.
And along the way.
When I started, there was one computer, and it was in the back corner of our newsroom. It was the only computer that had the internet on it, and it was dial-up, so it was like, you know, you heard the like, and everybody was sort of afraid of it.
News Channel 8's top-notch teacher. But our commitment to serving you has remained unwavering.
Coming to you from the News Channel 8 studios with I got to be the person that told some really, really great stories, some really impactful stories about people making a difference or tragedies they've overcome.
Jeremy is coming in dayside today. He's normally nightside.
From schedules to technology, News 8 has evolved with the times.
All of the announcers, and I mean all of them, worked television at night and radio during the day.
The neat thing about, you know, a station like this is you get to do everything. I mean, I know to run a camera. I was a cameraman, I was a reporter, I was a photographer, you know, and whatever. So it was a real experience.
But what truly sets News 8 apart is its lasting impact on the lives we touch.
Even still today, I get people coming up and saying, I remember the time when, you know, you high-fived Bill in the face on air. And people say that to me, you know, or I remember the time when you went viral and you were on national news. Like those kinds of things, people still will bring up and talk about. So you know, you made an impact, and the reach that the station has to be able to make sure they're impacting and touching the lives of all of the viewers that are watching.
From behind the camera to behind the scenes to you at home, the people are the secret to our success.
This is a family-owned company that really prioritizes journalism, and the entire time I worked here, I really felt that. So we were always given the tools and the encouragement that we needed to be a very strongly community-focused news station.
So cheers to the next 70 WKBT. As we look to the future, we remain committed to the values that have defined us for 7 decades.
When I was young and starting, you had, you know, 3 channels, 2 in La Crosse, and as far as TV, that was it. You know, obviously it has changed a whole lot, so that value may have changed. I think its value really comes down to the effort that's put in.
And we look forward to continuing our journey with you, our valued viewers. In the studio, Alexandra Carter, News 8 Now. Emily, back to you.
Okay, and it's been such a fun ride being part of 10 months of the 70 years here at News 8. And speaking of 70, it's going to drop in temps tomorrow. Are we even going to hit 70 tomorrow, Greg?
Some areas will not hit 70. In fact, many areas up to the north, including Clare, will probably just get shy of that. So La Crosse will probably get into just in the low 70s in areas to the south. But overnight, still pretty chilly down in the 50s, maybe some upper 40s. We'll have the increasing low clouds begin to push south. So we'll have still that, not expecting fog, but just some low clouds. You see those temperatures really plummeting once again, and they're not going to rise much really with that low up to the north beginning to push to the area. The cold front came through yesterday. Now it's that little low that's going to begin to push southeastward. Stay to our north, but around that flow, that northwest flow around it, it's going to keep those winds going and ushering that cold air. Now, meanwhile, once we get past this weekend, this cool air will begin to push east, and we should see at least more mild conditions towards Sunday and then to early next week. But this jet stream is just going to start climbing a little bit north. So even next week, our temperatures aren't going to rise too much, back into the low 80s, maybe some mid 80s for a few days, but the heat and humidity should still stay to the south. That really doesn't look like it's going to change. Maybe we'll see something more later on in about a week and a half. But overall for tonight, low clouds, cooler tonight, breezy, chilly. Definitely you'll feel the wind in the afternoon, and the clouds will kind of increase towards Friday afternoon too. Less clouds, maybe, but still breezy. You might see a jump of maybe a 1 or 2 degree increase on Saturday. Won't be much of a change. I think less clouds will be the bigger change. But as you wake up to by noon, we're looking at temperatures low 60s up to the north, mid 60s. The cloud cover will start increasing, and you can see some of the green showing up because of unstableness and a little bit of daytime heating. We might have a sprinkle or a very light shower. Most areas won't see it, but up to the north of Ladysmith, you might see a shower in the afternoon, probably between about 3 to 5, maybe stretching into the evening hours. But that wind continues. Less clouds, you go further south. Towards the evening, we still might see a shower or a sprinkle. I-94 northward. Most areas south of it should stay dry. But look at those temperatures. Friday evening, we're back well into the mid-50s, low 50s up the north, so you definitely will need a jacket out there for any Friday evening activities. And then as we go into Saturday, as I mentioned, low begins to push off to the east. Less clouds Saturday afternoon. We'll still have the wind. More areas will get into the 70s, and that's kind of the story towards Sunday. The winds begin to turn more westerly. The low pushes off. We'll start getting more areas into the 70s at least. So it'll be a little bit milder, definitely the better of the 2 days for the weekend, although Saturday won't be that bad. This is all the temperatures. Basically gives you an idea of what we're going to look at through Saturday. And you can see we start seeing a little bit more of the yellow. Means the 70s start popping up a little bit more come Saturday. But you notice you got a little bit of some of those temperatures getting down into the 40s. So I think there will be many areas some of these mornings Friday to Saturday that will see lows in the 40s. And we can't rule out some fog with this type of situation. But for tomorrow, these high temperatures are more like the end of September, what we should be seeing. Cloud cover will be less as you go further south. Still that wind about at least 10 to 15, could be about 15 to 20 in some of the higher elevations. Otherwise, you go north, you might see a shower or sprinkle. I think that's a better shot as we go to the north of Eau Claire in the afternoon. You might see that through the evening hour. Otherwise, mid-60s all the way to the north. Definitely going to feel that chill. And temperatures do climb up towards Saturday, Sunday, approaching 80, at least in La Crosse areas through about the early part of the next week. We should be around 82 or 83 by the middle of next week for an average temperature. We'll get there. But if you want heat and humidity right now for the next 10 days, maybe even more, it's not out there.
Wow, so don't go on vacation, anyone. This is
beautiful
like prime
weather.
time right now.
Like I said, this is like end of September weather right now.
It's pretty nice.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you, Greg. Coming up in sports, the Central Riverhawks are looking to build off a good 2023 campaign. Hear from the football team and how they're feeling as the first week of the season continues. Cade is in next.
News 8 Now Sports is brought to you by Ho Chunk Gaming Wisconsin, with 6 locations of fun.
Would you hire a barber who's never cut hair before? So why send someone to Congress who's never held public office and never passed a single bill? I'm Katrina Shankland. I approve this message because we need an experienced congresswoman. Right, Jed?
The pain level was over 10. There's days where I just sat and cried and asked the good Lord to take me. And my doctor recommended that I go to Good Feet and try the arch supports. And I took about 3-4 steps, turned around and went and sat back down and started to cry. It was the first time that I had no pain. I'm not an actor. I want people to know my testimony. I want them to know what arch support's can do from Good Feet.
See for yourself with a free personalized arch support fitting at the Good Feet store.
There's never been a better time to enjoy quality Smith Brothers sofa sectionals and chairs than right now during the annual Smith Brothers sale at Drury's in Fountain. You'll save on the latest sofa styles, stunning casual sectionals, and cozy chairs and recliners, even luxurious leather designs. Smith Brothers, made in America by skilled craftsmen dedicated to putting quality first. Plus, there's even special 24-month financing on all Smith Brothers furniture. Smith Brothers furniture at the best prices of the year, now at Drury's in Fountain.
Everyone deserves the fastest, most reliable internet speeds, regardless of where they live. That's why Spectrum offers the fastest speeds in more neighborhoods than any other provider.
Switch to Spectrum Internet for only $49.99 a month. Call 1-833-376-4999.
With Spectrum Internet, you can power all of your devices to enjoy streaming, video chatting, and gaming. I rely on Spectrum Internet. You should too. Call now.
This election is about experience and who can find middle ground with people from both parties to get things done for workers and families. I've done that, and I'll do it again for us in Congress. I'm Katrina Shankland. I approve this ad, and I'm asking for your vote.
Covering all of the exciting action from your community, here's News 8 Now Sports with Cade Overton.
We're on to day 3 of the high school football season. This week always has me fired up, and it also had the La Crosse Central Riverhawks fired up. I was down at their practice earlier this morning, and the team was locked in. The Riverhawks coming off of one of their best seasons in school history, where they finished the regular season 9-1 before falling to Waunakee in the second round of the Division II playoffs. They came just short of a conference title as they fell to Unalaska 29-28 in a thriller in one of the best games of the season. This year, the Riverhawks are looking to build on last year's success as they returned 8 offensive starters, including quarterback Jude Alvarado, who accounted for 25 touchdowns last season. Now, Alvarado dealing with a slight injury that has him sidelined at the moment, but his confidence is high and loves what he's seen from the guys during the first week.
That first day, hanging with your boys, everyone's hype. It's that first day that everyone's excited about. But it's really the longevity. Make sure that you're there for the second day, the third day. That's when it really gets hard. I think when I'm back, this team's going to be flying by. It's going to be, I don't know. I'm proud of this team. I think that they're going to go far, even with me, without me, I mean, so I'm proud.
Now, because it's Olympic season, I had to have some fun and ask the guys what Olympic event they would compete in, and well, it made for a great interaction.
I think handball is probably the most realistic option for me at this point. You know, my shoulder's a little tired after a couple days at camp, but handball would have to be my go-to if I'm trying to make a squad.
Coach said that he would be in handball. What do you think of that?
Olsen said that? Yeah. That's a good choice for him. About 100-meter dash. I love going fast, quick, easy race, get it done.
Coach Olsen's handball career will have to wait until after the season. The Riverhawks will open up the year against the team that knocked them out last season in a very good Waunakee team. But Coach Olsen said it'll be a great challenge to open up the year. To the MLB, Brewer fans, this one was a fun one. Milwaukee down in Atlanta, first inning, man on for William Contreras, and he gives this ball a ride high and deep to center field. It's a 2-run shot. Milwaukee takes an early lead. Second inning now, 3-0 Brewers, and the rookie Jackson Chourio is going to show off a little bit. He drives this one up to center. That's gone for another 2-run shot. Milwaukee up 5. You want some more home runs? Still in the second, Garrett Mitchell gets a hold of this pitch, almost the exact same spot as the last one. It's now 6-0. Third inning, Willie Adames steps in and he says, "See you later." This one out to left field into the bleachers, makes it 7-0. And then fifth inning, now 10-3, but Chourio steps in, and for the second time in the game, Chourio is going deep. This one to right field. The Milwaukee offense explodes for 16 runs as they sweep the Braves. The Brewers put up 52 hits and 34 runs in the series, now with a 6-game lead in the division. Northwoods League, Loggers, they were hosting the Honkers, down 1 in the first, but with a runner on, Mitch Wood crushes one out to right. It goes off the wall. Luke Anderson rounds third. He comes in to score. This one's tied up. But later, the Honkers would retake the lead, and they would pour it on as they get the win 11-5. The Steam also in action today as they are ending their inaugural season with an 8-3 win over the Habaneros. The Steam end the season 17-25 and finish in third place. And an update from France, the USA men's basketball team is advancing to the gold medal round. They were down 15 to Serbia near the end of the third quarter, but Steph Curry would take over, scoring 36 points, willing the U.S. team to victory. USA will face France for the gold medal Saturday afternoon. Now, talking about the Olympics, had some fun there.
Yeah.
What Olympic sport would you compete in, Emily?
I think I would be the best at badminton.
Badminton?
Badminton,
okay.
Like on fresh cut green grass, barefoot.
Badminton's so fun. I mean, the way they hit that, it's crazy.
Yeah, and you're not very prone to injury with that one, you know.
Don't have to go a lot. Yeah.
Right.
I like it. All right, more news after the break.
Hard to top, the bargain shop.
When you want new furniture with styles that are nice, and we've made very special buys that are always the right price.
Now in all home furniture stores.
Got a big stop at the bargain shop.
I'm Tammy Baldwin. I approve this message.
I'm the proud son of a single mom.
My mom worked nights to provide for us.
My mom worked 80 hours a week.
But Eric Hovde thinks if you have a single mom, you're going to be poor or a drug addict?
That is a direct path to a life of poverty. It leads to higher drug rates.
That just shows Eric Hovde is ignorant.
Come on, I'm successful today because of my mom.
I learned my work ethic from my mom, my single mom.
What is wrong with this guy?
Hi, I'm Brody from Great River Harley-Davidson. If you haven't been in this year, consider this your invitation to stop by.
Saturday, August 17th, join Jesse James Dupree of Jackal at Great River Harley-Davidson for a whiskey bottle signing at 10 a.m. Then hop on your bikes because we're hitting the road with Jesse James Dupree for a 120-mile ride around the Cooley region.
Whether it's your first time on a bike or you've been riding for years, I want to invite you to stop into Great River Harley-Davidson.
The Pro Pulling League is coming back to the Hillsboro Fireman's Park again August 9th and 10th. It's time for the annual tradition known as the Hillsboro Charity Tractor Pull. 8 great PPL classes are competing over 3 sessions, including Pro Stock tractors, Super Modified tractors, mini rods, and more. Friday starts at 7 p.m. and Saturday has 2 sessions, noon and 6 p.m. Camping's available and tickets are just $25. Kids are free. Don't miss it.
You just have to get in the seat of a John Deere Gator XUV 835M, not because of the spacious cargo box, or because it can tackle any terrain, not even because it tows up to 4,000 pounds. You just have to get in the seat because something about being this productive just makes you smile.
Visit Tractor Central, take a seat, and see for yourself why nothing runs like a Deere. Start now at TractorCentral.com.
When you want a great deal on mattresses,
Gotta make a stop at the bargain shop.
how about this Fusion Luxe Hybrid Queen mattress for $5.99?
Gotta make a stop at the bargain shop.
In all home furniture stores.
The Iowa State Fair kicked off in Des Moines today with the annual Big Boar contest. This year, Finnegan took the crown and set the record as the biggest boar to ever win the competition. The heavyweight pig from Monticello tipped the scales at 1,420 pounds. Big boy. The previous record was set in 2012, and that boar weighed 85 pounds less. Finnegan's owner, Brian Britt, is known as the Big Boar Guy. He had winning boars in 2019 and 2021. And I wonder what he's feeding them. Those are big pigs. Okay, Greg, we'll have one final look at your forecast when we come back.
Earn a 25-cent Hy-Vee fuel saver for every $50 you spend this Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. That's a 25-cent fuel saver for every $50. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, only at Hy-Vee.
We've all seen these ads by Senator Baldwin attacking me. She's lying to you. But that's what career politicians do when they get in trouble. The truth? I was born and live in Wisconsin. I've never run a nursing home. And of course I believe seniors should vote. The false attacks are going to keep coming because she has nothing to run on. Her record has failed us on inflation, the border, and crime. I'm Eric Hovde. I approve this message for this reason. It's time for change.
One size rarely fits all. That's why at Blaine's Farm and Fleet, we carry a huge selection of quality name brand jeans and pants. We're so confident we have the right brand, style, and fit for you that we'll give you a free $5 Blaine's Farm and Fleet gift card for every pair you buy. Like men's Rustler jeans, $15.99, men's Lee Extreme Motion jeans, $34.99, and shop store-wide savings like 10% off gallons of Cabot exterior stains. Find your perfect pair of jeans for less at Blaine's Farm and Fleet.
Are you ready for a red-hot summer? At King Furniture, our prices are... Get your choice of these quality Jackson sets for $11.99. Need something more custom? Check out these 5 England sets for just $14.98. Available in your choice of over 100 fabrics. And in your home in just 30 days. Need a new recliner for Dad? We have hundreds of recliners all on sale and in stock. Get into King Furniture while the prices are...
It's Toyota's national sales event. Swipe into end of summer fun with an exciting new Toyota. Whether you're paddle boarding in a RAV4, mountain biking in a Tacoma, or tubing with your best friends in a Camry. You'll find plenty to post about all summer long.
Right now, during Toyota's national sales event, you can lease a new Tacoma for $349 a month or get 2.99% APR for 60 months on a new Tundra.
Come in today. Ooh, like.
Toyota, let's go places.
Earn a 25-cent Hy-Vee fuel saver for every $50 you spend this Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. That's a 25-cent fuel saver for every $50. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, only at Hy-Vee.
All right, spin the wheel and we go back to the prices right. Here you go.
What do we got?
All right, well, we're definitely not seeing the 100s, 80s, 90s, 72, but that's lacrosse. So
get any better than that.
There'll be other areas that'll see just the 60s too. So if you like the end of September, football type of weather really for Friday Night Football, it's really, this is the weather we got right now.
Yeah, it looks pretty good, and I love that game. Good choice.
Yes.
Brings back memories. Thank you so much for joining us tonight at 10. We'll see you tomorrow.